Damn it, Britt, you're late. We're late for streaming. Where the heck? Oh, wait. Maybe it wasn't your fault this time. Maybe it was my fault. I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm just so used to being abused. It's like I have beaten wife syndrome when it comes to you.
Abused? What? Abused? Who's the abuser and who's the abusee? That's what I want to know, because I'm not so sure I agree.
Your voice is abusive.
Oh, Mandy, can we hear you?
I was reviewing audio, and you were yelling at the ghosts, and they were saying,
Mandy, is my voice abusive?
No. Well, not me.
Oh, welcome.
For JV.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. Are you drinking coffee? Is that coffee, or is that coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Britt, I went to have a Diet
You're
Coke
drinking
tonight.
coffee?
I went to have a Diet Coke tonight, and I have none. And I've kind of decided I was not going to drink anymore. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to have to start making coffee before these shows to give me a little bit of boost, little caffeine boost. And I didn't do it tonight. But
Why are you not drinking?
Remember that we had the whole conversation. I read something or saw something about joint pain related to the artificial sweeteners in Diet Coke and all that stuff. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll cut it out for a few months and see what happens. I suppose a few months probably won't make a difference either way. She has to be years. I don't know. But I don't know.
Well, I stopped drinking as much because I'm tired of looking at my fat gut on the camera when I'm reviewing footage for evidence. I don't know what the hell is with our camera people, which are my kids. They like to get the profile shot of my gut.
There was no. I didn't get. I probably can get it as the show goes on. I can probably grab this, but there's one shot, and I'm reviewing all this stuff, and there's a shot. I call it the belly bookends because you and I are like on opposite ends of the screen. You can't see my hands. Opposite ends of the screen, and our bellies are pointed inward, and we look like belly bookend Buddhas or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I don't know. I've taken a couple screen captures of the profile view of me and sent it to both my children, our camera people, and said, not acceptable. At least if the camera's straight on, I look somewhat not, having a baby.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I tell you what, it is a motivator when you watch these things and you get some of those angles. And you're like, oh my God, I got to do something about this. This is getting ridiculous. Look at Mandy. She's not going to say anything. I'm not going to comment. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Hey, I'm a fitness person, and sometimes when I see myself on your guys' cameras, I'm like, I look really bulky.
It must be the cameras then. It's got to be the cameras, right?
That is what I'm blaming it on.
Oh, man. Anyway, good to see you, Mandy. Nice shirt, by the way. That's a great shirt.
Oh, I know, right?
Love that shirt. Of course, Britt's got his Hello Kitty shirt on, which is appropriate. That's nice, too. I'm kind of waiting for people to file in. Sorry we're a few minutes late. We're having some technical issues. Mandy's got a whole bunch of new equipment. We're trying to get it to work. We're kind of fiddling. It's tough to do remotely, but we're trying to help her out, and we'll get it all dialed in at some point. So tonight we're using her phone. We're going back to old school phone.
Old school.
But it works. It works.
But that's what happens when you try to use Windows-based stuff with Mac. Mac doesn't play nice sometimes.
Yeah, it takes a little more work to get it to, but we'll get there. Anyway, good to see everybody finally into the chat rooms. We got a bunch of things we're going to do tonight. We've got some more clips that we've pulled from recent investigations, all of which, by the way, Mandy and the Ghost Sisters have been involved in. Not just involved in, but I think set up for us. I mean, Mandy's been a great resource for finding locations for us to film at. So that's been awesome. Are there any other housekeeping items?
Yeah, let me tell you, I went through the audio of the shadow incident when we investigated that room, and there is so much stuff that I'm going to show tonight that I think I'm hearing what I think I'm hearing. It's going to be crazy, jaw-dropping stuff. We couldn't tell at the time what it was, but when we put that when I went back through the recorder, which was right next to the ink box, it's like I think it's jaw-dropping stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what you guys think and what the audience, the people that are watching, think.
Now, you're talking about Cooper Hill, where we just were in Missouri. Right. And you're talking about the second night when we went into that adjacent room that's being used as a bedroom. I saw a full-bodied shadow figure. We heard a whole bunch of responses coming through the ink box that Mandy had, and we actually saw some other shadow play. We heard some footsteps. A whole bunch of stuff was happening when we were in that room, and that's what you're talking about, right, Brett?
Yes.
And Mandy, you have been to Cooper Hill on other occasions. How did that experience in that hour, whatever it was that we spent in that room, how did that rank in as far as the amount of activity you've seen there?
I'm going to say that was a 10. We've had a lot of REM pod action right there in front of that door, but any other time we've investigated that room, we've never had communication like that. It was crazy.
Well, it's hard to beat seeing a full-figured shadow person. I mean, the only thing I think that can top that is a completely defined three-dimensional apparition, and it wasn't quite that. This was a shadow, but it was a shadow in the form of a man standing about 4 feet from me. And then we had those other confirmations on REM pod, on K2, on the ink box. Britt said he's got some of that audio recorded, so there's a lot of cool stuff there. And that was quite an experience. And I think Britt and I, when we first started investigating Cooper Hill, I think the first night, I think Britt made the comment. You said something to the effect of, wow, this is a lot different than URA Shrine, isn't it? Meaning it was so active at URA Shrine. But then we had, the next night, we had that encounter and those things. And that really brought it pretty close to the URA Shrine activity we had, Britt.
I mean, I think the URA Shrine is still, it was constant both nights. It took a little bit of time for Cooper Hill to ramp up, but it gave us really good high quality stuff. There was more going on at URA Shrine, but when Cooper Hill punches through with something happening, it's higher. It's as high quality as the good stuff at URA Shrine.
Yeah.
It just didn't have a lot of the riffraff stuff that we were having at URA Shrine also.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Pam Harris, who's checked into our chat, sent some stars. Thank you, Pam. Now, Mandy, didn't Pam investigate with you recently? Didn't she help out in one of your investigations?
Yeah, she sometimes comes along and helps me.
So she really knows what she's doing then. I don't often, not that I discount any of our followers or commenters or listeners or whatever, that they don't know what they're doing, but she's really been in the thick of it with you a few times.
I've been working with her.
Nice. Okay. Well, welcome to the chat room. Crystal, Debbie, Pam, Cop, and I know I missed a few others that have scrolled by, but we're going to do some evidence review. I don't know where you think we want to start, Brett. I usually like you to kind of guide us through this evidence stuff, but you know where we should start, actually? Let's start.
I want to play the video of you in the shadow room.
I was going to say
that clip. It's already out. Go ahead.
I was going to say we want to start with, as you just pointed out, some of the things that we've already released that we want to clarify. One of the things that we need to clarify is the clown video that we put out.
Right. Do you have that available?
Yes, I do. So let's see how we want to start this. So why don't you remind folks what happened? I'll get the video ready here.
All right. So night one, we're investigating, and we're in the general store, and there's all the creepy dolls and that creepy clown and whatnot. Hit the button, JV. And whatnot. I see how. There it is. And when we were done investigating that night, the clown was on top of that chest of drawers right next to the radio, and then the ball was on top of the radio handle, and then we all went upstairs to our sleeping quarters, and what most people don't realize is that when we went upstairs, Cindy, who owns the place, there's this big floor door that comes down off the wall and seals the downstairs, so you can't get up into the residential area when it was open for business, I guess. So we couldn't get down, and so we weren't in there at all during the night. There's no way to get in or out. Not to mention all the DVR cameras were running. And then the next morning, we're waking up and we're getting our coffee and this and that, and I went down. We got the door open, and we were just kind of getting ready. It was like noonish, I guess, maybe. Getting ready to take care of stuff and get ready for the investigation that night. And we opened that door, and we went down. And when I walked into the general store area, I noticed the clown was face down on the ground. And I was like, I wonder who knocked that over. I just assumed someone had knocked it over. So then people started mingling, coming down. I'm like, hey, who knocked the clown over? No one copped to it. And I looked at JV and I said, holy shit, that clown is not sitting up anymore. So we had to go to the DVR system. And when we went, so the thing we got to clarify is there was obviously no cameras running when I found it, when we all kind of went and looked at it. Because I thought someone knocked it over, so I didn't put anything into it. But then when we realized no one knocked it over, I told Tyler and Riley, get the cameras up, film this, while JV, Alex, and I were scanning the DVR to try and figure out where this was at and what happened. So when you watch this clip, the walk-in is a reenactment. We have to tell the story because, you guys that are watching right now, you're our P1s. You're our diehard followers, listeners, fans. You're here for everything. But there are so many people when we put these clips out that have no idea all this stuff. They don't watch this stuff. They just doom scroll by. They watch the clip. They move on. So we have to tell the story. So we reenacted the finding it. But what you see on the DVR part scanning, that is all in the moment, and that's our honest reactions. And then, obviously, the DVR is the DVR footage. That is legit what happened.
Okay, so we want to show the video that we posted, which I'm trying to remember, it shows us walking in, discovering the clown on the floor, which was the reenactment part. And then it also...
Right, which is pretty accurate to how it went, so...
Right, okay. All right, hang on here. Apparently I didn't get that one.
Push the button.
Oh, no, it's not even the button.
Push that button.
That's the problem,
Click
honestly.
That thing. Reset the carriage.
Hang on.
Re-rack the tape.
Hang on. All right, so we'll do that. Okay, here it is. There's no audio to it because of the way I'm doing this right now. But this is the reenacted part. In all honesty,
there's no audio.
Not the way I'm having to do this right now.
But our acting was so amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So Britt's plugging in the light here. We turn around. We are surprised by what we find, which is the clown in the middle of the floor. Looks like it's taking its own life there or something. So that's how it starts, and then but then we go to the DVR system, and we look at the DVR to see how did the clown get there, because we weren't sure. Did somebody knock it off? What happened with the clown? And this is the DVR findings is in real time. This is actually how we did it. So we're scanning the DVR.
Alex is trying to avoid the camera, but it didn't work.
I know. And you can see there, now we'll zoom in on it, but you can see the clown sitting up on the shelf, and then it falls. There's nobody there. There's nothing there. There's no doors, windows open, which would cause some kind of breeze. That clown had been sitting there for, 11 hours?
Yeah, it was like 10 yeah, because we stopped at midnight-ish, and we found it at noon the next morning.
Right, but this is 6:46 a.m. 6:46 a.m. is when it fell.
So it sat there for almost 7 hours, maybe 7-8 hours. It sat there, and then finally, all of a sudden, it goes kaplunk. But this goes along with the stories that Cindy tells us. She'll be upstairs, doing Y4s and whatnots, and she'll just all of a sudden hear something fall downstairs. And then, not to mention, we heard that thing fall in the next room over when Alex, Tyler, and I were just sitting in that room watching you guys investigate upstairs. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's something that matches Cindy's stories of things moving, things, the sounds of stuff falling, and we happened to catch it this time. That clown, after 7, 8, 9 hours of sitting there, decided to go, I'm done.
Yeah, okay, so that's the footage of that. Now I want to go back and also share, because I went through the DVR footage, because we did have a DVR camera, which is the camera that we used to actually see the clown falling. We caught the point at which, Britt, you walked into the room for the first time, not the reenacted one, but the actual one, right, where you noticed this for the first time. So let me find that. I think it's this one here. All right, so this is you walking in, discovering the clown on the floor. And again, there's no audio because it's a DVR camera. Look at your hair. It's like very messed up.
I just woke up.
And you're looking over, you're like, what the hell? And you look to check to see if the DVR camera's there. I don't know why it's high. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Because I think when I apparently when you download,
I don't even have shoes on yet.
No, you don't. I don't know what you're showing to the world outside there, but yeah. So you see the clown there. This is you discovering it, and then it was after this that you went and asked around, did anybody knock the clown down?
What's
I'm going to show this again. I guess. When you download clips from the DVR, if you're searching at high speed, it downloads them at higher speed because that's you look like you're kind of like a cartoon character.
Well, I'm debating. I'm like, because I don't like clowns to begin with. I'm like, if that clown fucking moves when I walk over there,
yeah.
And then I'm like, nah, someone knocked it over. And then I looked up, I saw that the DVR was still pointing in the right direction. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, the DVR will have this covered.
So. After you did that.
And what I was doing is I was looking, when I went to the front door, I looked to see if it was still locked, which it was.
Yeah.
So no one came in there in the middle of the night.
Right. And then this happened.
Because I was the first one down there.
And this is after we.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. This is after we had the conversations. Then a little bit later, Tyler and Riley come in, and Riley picks it up. Puts it up there.
Yeah, because she's used to having slob brothers around, so she just naturally cleaned up.
So they walk in. Tyler steps over it, and Riley comes in and picks it up, puts it back up there.
And no one is even going.
No.
Yeah, but you know, had I not seen it, would have we seen it? Would have we caught that? Would have we known to look? I mean, it took so long for that thing to fall.
Yeah. No, it was really kind of a stroke of luck that you walked in there first and saw that on the floor, which prompted us to actually search the DVR footage, which is where we saw it falling. It was a pretty cool, find. Was it gravity? Maybe. But that thing had been sitting there it was like 11 hours total, and nothing had happened. Then suddenly at 6:30 in the morning, it decides to fall off.
That's right. Because we ended at midnight, but we put that clown up there probably. That was one of the first rooms we investigated.
It was like 4 hours prior to that.
And it was up there. And and people walking back and forth by it, and so it's just weird. But it also goes along with the claims of what Cindy says. She hears stuff fall. She finds stuff, not where she put it when she goes down, and stuff falling over. So it goes. The client said X, Y, and Z, and we documented X, Y, and Z, which very rarely happens, but we were able to do it there, which was really kind of cool.
What'd you think of all that, Mandy?
Well, I'll tell you what, that place is active in the morning. So I'm not surprised one bit that we captured that.
So
actually, we heard something coming through your walkie-talkies when we were upstairs.
Oh, right.
Your daughter and I. There was something weird that just all of a sudden just turned on, and we were like, what? What was that? And it was coming from downstairs.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And did we ever decipher what the words were that you actually heard?
Something about link. That's all I can remember it saying. It made no sense, but they definitely said something through that walkie-talkie.
Yeah. I like watching this.
Yeah, well, oh my God, you're killing me.
Well, I like this part best, where you're kind of standing here, kind of looking at the camera, not sure what's going on. Looks like you're just waking up. I don't know what's happening here. Look at you.
He's waiting.
I am just waking up. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I was waiting on, the coffee.
That's right.
Man. Too funny.
But hey, even without coffee in the morning, I had the wherewithal to look and make sure the camera was covering the area.
Yeah.
Because that was weird. But I wasn't touching that damn clown. I didn't want to get bit.
You think it was going to bite you?
Did not want to get bit. I don't know. If it moved on its own, I'm just not rolling the dice.
So
I'm gonna let my daughter figure it out.
Yeah.
I made a reel with that clown. I videoed it and made it into a reel and put it on my page. All these people were commenting. They actually wanted that clown.
Oh, really?
Well, they can.
You know what?
Call Cindy and buy it.
I'm
it's
just
for sale.
Cindy. It's a haunted clown. You could probably get some big bucks. People pay a lot for haunted items. So there you go. That's a real a boost there. I did want to also show this video because I thought this was kind of funny. It was a few minutes later after this. Everybody is so damn hungry. So we have this. So everybody's filing out to go get breakfast. Look at this. Look at this crew. Look at everybody. Everybody's hungry. All filing out here.
Let's go eat. Let's go eat. Let's go eat.
Oh, I thought that was funny. Anyway, so
there we go.
So one of the reasons we revisited this, because we have shown this footage before, is that there was questions about that reenacted part in the beginning of what we had posted previously, where Britt and I walk in and see it. But we didn't have this other clip here of Britt finding it the way he did in his socks. We didn't have that before. Plus, as Britt pointed out, we need to tell the story. We won't reenact the paranormal evidence stuff. That stuff you saw as it was captured.
But we got to tell the story.
But we got to be able to tell the story in a video, so we did reenact the way we discovered it. But then we showed how we found it on the DVR and actually analyzed what happened. That was all done in real time. So just to be clear about all that.
And that was because, just because we were there. It was like, okay, pick the cameras up, start rolling, film it.
Right.
I always get upset when the cameramen, stop the recording. Leave the camera record. It's digital. If we don't use it, we can delete it.
Right.
Fucking let it run.
Yep.
Let it run.
Exactly.
So,
Mary Grace,
right.
I think you're absolutely right. The way he waddles through that room, he does look like a toddler walking around. He does. That's a good pick. Good pickup, Mary Grace.
What the fuck did I do to you guys? You're so mean.
Who said that's mean? That's a compliment.
Waddles like a toddler?
Yes. Take it as a compliment.
They could have said duck.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
That's right, Mandy. Could have said duck for sure.
Oh, my God. All right. So we have a lot of other stuff that happened there, quite a bit of stuff, and I have a lot of audio that I need help deciphering. So we do have a clip we put out of the I call it the shadow incident in the lower room there. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that, and I should have audio on that real quick, just to refresh you guys of what was going on. And then I went through the digital audio recorder that we put right in front of the ink box, and there is audio coming through that I need help deciphering, and because it's too good to be true in my head. So honestly, I'm hoping you guys back me up without me telling you what it is, but it might. I just want the truth. So I'm going to play the shadow clip, and then we'll go from there. And here it goes.
Mandy, JV, and Britt were endeavoring to establish contact with spirits in this bedroom. The REM pod placed in the doorway to the adjacent room detected fluctuations on multiple occasions.
We can hear what you say. I don't know how it works. It just does.
There's my REM pod.
Britt, with assistance from JV's recollection, believes they may have deciphered the spirit's name, as both REM pods activated upon uttering the family name of Dahlmeyer.
Is this a Dahlmeyer family member?
Whoa.
Oh my God. Both REM pods.
Mandy's sensitivities begin to detect a presence, possibly a spirit, standing in the doorway where the REM pod had been registering fluctuations in the EMF field.
I feel like somebody's standing in this doorway.
Right? It seems to be darker than...
I really think it just feels like there's an energy right here.
The ink box detects a sudden surge of energy, closely followed by the REM pod in the doorway. It appears that the spirit is making a more determined effort to establish communication.
There are 3 different settings.
Actually, there's four different settings up here.
While Britt carries on questioning Mandy about the ink box's sweep functions, a spirit interjects with a rather intriguing statement concerning God.
God again.
God
And a different
something.
voice.
Something like God has one.
That's.
God has his ink box?
I'm not.
shit.
Shit. What? Dude.
Shortly after Mandy discerns the presence of a spirit in the doorway, and with the apparent increase in the intensity of spirit activity, JV responds to a tall and imposing shadowy figure positioned just beyond the door threshold, right at the foot of the staircase leading to Britt's sleeping quarters.
There was a man standing right here.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Maybe I said something.
I swear there was a man standing right there.
Look.
JV believes he might have glimpsed the shadow once more, and Mandy inquires of the spirit whether JV is indeed perceiving it. Through the spirit box, it appears that the spirit says, "Hi."
If you were the guy he says he's seen. Say something. Light something up.
Via the ink box, the spirit responds to Mandy's inquiries and unequivocally affirms that it is, in fact, the very shadow JV is witnessing.
If you're who JV's seen.
I'm a shadow?
Oh my God! I think he did.
Is that what it just said? I'm a shadow?
Okay, so
Amazing.
that's amazing, right? I mean, I don't. That was such an insane run. Now, I went as insane as that was for us to live, and there was a lot of stuff that ink box went off, and we were like, "What did it say? Did you get the words? Did you?" Well, I think we have some of the words which are kind of jaw dropping in my mind. So I'm just gonna play them. One by one in no particular order and see if we can decipher what they say. So one of the things, JV was going to give a little lecture and then a little education on the sweeps and stuff. And then I kind of shushed JV because the box was talking. So this is that clip of what I can't make out what it's saying. I'm wondering if you guys can make out what's being said there. There's definitely something there, though. So
Faster.
All right, well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay?
that was weird. Did the audio cut out for you guys?
It did. I don't hear anything. I heard me saying,
Yeah.
let's have a little bit of an education. Then I heard shh, and it just stopped.
All right, let's try it again.
Faster.
All right, well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Okay? So it scans, everybody. Okay? So it scans, everybody.
So right there.
So it scans, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on, everybody. Okay? So it scans.
Can anybody make out what that's saying?
Wow. Can you slow it down a little bit?
Yeah, remind me how to fucking
Is
do
it a
that
video
again?
clip or an audio clip?
That's an audio clip.
Oh, I don't know if you can slow down
It's a
an
gear
audio.
icon, right?
I'm not sure you can slow. No, it's right-clicking on the.
Oops. Oh my God. I hit the wrong button. All right, let me right click.
I don't know if you can do it.
Yeah, no.
It has to be video. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to listen to it a couple more times.
All right, here we go.
So it scans. Okay? So it scans. Okay? So it scans. Hold on. Okay? So it scans. Let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on. A little education.
Oh
everybody.
my
Okay?
God.
So it scans.
All right, anybody got ideas?
I heard your name.
Whose?
Yours.
My name? No.
In that little
It sounded
in that
like it.
recording in that.
No.
Okay.
Sounded like Britt.
Where do you hear
Just
Britt?
my name?
Which part of it? End, beginning, middle?
Right before you say, you were mentioning something, JV. Right before you talked.
Okay, I say let's have a little education or something like that. I was going to talk
It
about
was
what the
before
things.
that.
Okay. So it's before that, and it's after I say that full sentence appears in that recording too. Are you hearing that one, Mandy?
Right.
I just heard Britt.
Okay, listen to what comes right after I talk because there's a full sentence.
All right, here we go.
Hold on.
It'll be.
Faster.
All right, well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on. Education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on.
Wow.
Saying your name right in the beginning. The first words that comes out of that, what I'm hearing, Britt.
I don't like it
I
when they
can't
know my
even hear
name.
anything else. I can't even hear anything else that it's saying because I can hear Britt so clear.
Interesting. Okay. What's chat got going?
So
Anybody in
chat's
chat
got a
responding?
lot of God references. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're hearing. That's all that we've gotten so far is oh my God from a couple people.
All right. Let's play it again now. Britt in the beginning. Oh my God. Britt. Oh my God. I mean, if it was a woman saying, "Oh my God," I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we go.
Hold on.
faster.
All right, well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans education, everybody. Okay? So it scans a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on. Let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on.
You know, there definitely is something before it says, "Oh my God."
I hear Britt, and now I can hear, probably because you guys said that people were saying, "Oh my God," but now I can hear a female saying, "Oh my God," too. But I still hear your name.
Huh.
And here's something interesting. A couple nights after we got back from Cooper Hill, we investigated on Halloween night. That ink box kept saying your name through the box.
You must be giving
And
that
that's
ink box a
JV's
good time, Britt.
It's weird.
Oh,
because
I love that
it's not common.
I love that ink box.
Now, whose name was
No,
it
it's
saying?
not.
Britt or mine? Britt's?
It kept saying Britt.
Yeah.
When we were investigating, and I'm like, Britt?
I'm going to have to search through the
thinking, that's not a
DVR
common
footage to see what
name.
Britt was doing to that ink box when we weren't looking.
Oh, I was giving that ink box love. I was rubbing it. I got it fresh batteries. I was pushing its play and record buttons.
He's back there messing with the sweep.
I was turning. I was because that's what you got to do to tune in. You got sometimes they can't find the frequency. You got to find them, and that's speeding up and down. Speeding up, slow it down, change the sweep. I noticed the echo thing too. There's a couple clips in here. I really couldn't tell what it said when the spirit said it, but when it echoed out, I was able to. What I think. I was able to hear some stuff on the echo part. So I used to think, I was like, what the hell is the point of the echo? But now I get it. The echo, sometimes if you don't hear what the spirit's saying on the echo part, you pick it up. So, all right. So we're going to go with Britt and oh my God, something to that effect. Is that what we're agreeing on?
Yeah, I think at this point,
good to me.
that's all we can get out of it. Now, wait a minute. Let me just clarify here. Let me just clarify. Hold on.
Okay.
These clips that you're playing for us came off of the audio recorder that was sitting next to the ink box. Is that right?
So it's going to get considerably louder. In the beginning, the recorder was on the bed. So some of them are from some of them are from when you were on the bed. And then remember when I told you to move it to next to the ink box? Some of them are when it was right next, so it gets considerably louder.
Okay, Pam would like you to play. Hold on,
here.
Pam would like you to play the first one a couple more times just to let it sink in.
Okay, here we go. Oh, got to restart. Come on, baby, restart.
All right, well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on. Well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Well, let's have a little education, everybody. Okay? So it scans. Hold on.
I hear the oh my God.
I do
playing
too. I mean,
today.
the oh my God is easy to hear. I mean, you can definitely, whether that's what it's being said or not, you can definitely put that on. That fits like a cookie cutter right on it.
It sounds like my voice. It's weird.
A little bit. But here's my question, though. I'm trying to remember, at what point were we getting responses? Remember we were talking to Timothy, and we got the creek versus the river, all that stuff. That wasn't in this room, right? That was in the other room?
No, that was in the other room. That was the first night when your allergies went sideways on you, and you had to step out, and Mandy stepped in.
Right.
And then you were at command when we were talking, and then you came in with the sheet. Because the ink box was saying creek, and you came in and said, no, here's the sheet. It was a creek. So, yeah, that was... Ooh, I got to find that. God, did we have a recorder running then?
I don't remember, but I guess what I was driving at, though, maybe this is, again, a reference, whether it's Timothy Leach Jr., someone else, but a reference to that tragedy. Oh, my God. That could explain those words as an exclamation of concern because as a tragedy is occurring. I don't know. I'm just trying to put a little meaning to it to make a little bit more sense. But yeah.
Well, in my opinion, what we're about to go through, there's a lot more God talk. So
okay.
I don't. So. All right, are we ready to move on to the next?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So this is this audio is. Remember when I I said, is there an antenna on this, Mandy? And you said, yeah, one of the girls broke it. And I was like, are you sure? Well, there's a response in there. We'll see what you guys think it says.
Are you sure about that? Sure about that?
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened. What the hell was...
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened. What the hell was...
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Any ideas?
That's like 4 words. I can't even make it out.
Yeah.
But she's clearly talking.
Da-da, da-da, da-da. It's that, like that many syllables.
Yeah. All right, I'll try it again.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Sure about that?
That's what happened.
So I think it says, let's see, what is Mary Grace says it sounds like Chastity. Maybe Chastity was pissed that she wasn't with us. We'll see. Does chat have anything? I can only see Facebook chat.
Yeah, no, Iowa Joe says it sounds like, but nothing happened, right? And we don't have any others. Those are the 2 guesses that I'm seeing, or not guesses, but interpretations that I'm seeing here. Mary Grace does say it sounds like Chastity. But play it a couple more times.
Yeah, I was okay.
Before you
play it again.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
I
Are you
can't.
sure about that?
That's what happened.
First
I
of all,
don't know.
let me hold on. What's the clicking noise?
There was a fan.
Let me.
The ceiling fan.
You think that was the ceiling fan? We
Oh,
didn't hear
that's
it.
right.
We didn't hear it in the other cut. And the ceiling. That
Here,
ceiling
let me
fan.
try it again. Now I'm going to listen for the clicking sound.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened. What the hell was that?
Shit, that kind of sounds like Morse code.
That's the REM pod.
That?
I don't think it's the REM
What
pod.
happened?
It sounds too close to the microphone. Would there have been any tapping, like finger tapping, or on the device, on the ink box or anything?
No. At this point, the recorder was still on the bed next to the REM pod.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. So it was right next to that REM pod that was doing the clicking.
Okay. All right.
That might be why it sounds so pronounced. All right, we'll try it again.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
All right. Did anybody else give any? Oh, we got people from Connecticut. We got a first timer, Rose. Oh, welcome everybody. Glad to see y'all here. We're just going through evidence, and please feel free to chime in with what you guys think it says.
Okay, so I have a couple YouTube interpretations. Iowa Joe says, but nothing happened, right? Slacktastical says, please hold the phone. That might be the other one. That might be the old one. I'm not sure where that one came in. Slacktastical says, there's nothing on my mind. There's nothing wrong with her. And then Uncle Bubba says, but nothing happened, right?
I think that sounds really close.
I was going with
Nothing
when
happened.
I was cutting all this stuff and listening to it. There's awful lot of us is what I got out of it.
Okay, let's listen
There's
to it
an
again.
awful lot of us.
Let's listen to that. Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened.
Are you sure about that?
That's what happened. What the hell was
That
that?
was a female.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, when you say that, there's an awful lot of us, or however you put that. I mean, I can hear that. I can certainly hear that. But it's not clear enough for me to say with certainty that I can tell. But obviously, we all reacted to it at the time. We all said, "What the hell was that?" That was, because it was striking when we heard it.
Well, I'm going to put these clips up on the subscriber section so they can download it and speed it up, slow it down, play with it if they so choose. We have a couple pretty good audio people that subscribe now, and maybe they can clean it up and figure it out. That'd be amazing. Okay. Are we ready to move to the next one?
Yeah, I think so. Unless, Mandy, you got another idea on that one?
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. This next clip is the clip where God has one, which we heard there, and I think we're pretty accurate to it. But this is the up close audio of it, and we'll play that. And yeah.
Sweep one. Sweep one. So sweep.
I don't know why it glitches out like that.
God again. Sweep one. So sweep one.
God at one.
Sweep one. So sweep one.
God at one.
One.
God at one.
God again.
I mean, that's
clear.
That's really clear.
Yeah, it's hard
God has
to
one.
debate that one. That seems pretty direct.
I mean, God has. What does that even mean? So Mary Grace said God has one, WON.
Well, that's what I was just going to say.
Like,
It depends
won
on
the
which
game.
one we're talking about, WON or ONE.
Right.
They're two very different meanings.
Ooh. Pam and both Mary Grace said God as one. That's different.
Yeah.
God as one. God. Let's play it again. God is one.
DJ in YouTube says.
Oh shit.
No,
Sorry.
DJ in
Go ahead.
YouTube says
So sweep one.
got that
I-
one.
I'm sorry. It's-
Got that one.
Oh, okay. Let's listen to it again.
One. Sweep one. So sweep one.
God at one.
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 Man, I'm kind of hearing an
I
S in
hear
there, like
God.
Scott has one.
Yeah, it's funny how we all interpret it a little bit differently. I'm hearing God as one.
God as one. All right, let's do it again.
Sweep one.
God at one. God at one.
One.
God at one.
One.
God at one.
God one.
God at one.
God one.
God at one.
God again. One.
God at one.
God again. One.
God at one.
I hear the Scott thing that you were hearing too. Now I'm starting to hear that. What do you think, Mandy?
I just keep hearing God has one. That's all I hear. Is
I mean,
God has one. God has one.
And it kind of goes along with the other, the one before kind of God in there, and then we've all these were this God referencing. So I don't know. I just, again, what does all this mean? This is kind of randomy stuff as we were investigating. I mean, towards the end here, it gets really spot on to what we were experiencing, which is, I think, the crescendo of all this. But all right, so I'm not gonna play that one yet. All right, here's another one. This is, remember when Mandy, you asked, did you work in the smokehouse? And we think it said kitchen. I think we're pretty accurate on that. So let's, I'll play it and we'll listen to it.
Yeah. It seems like whenever we talk about something.
And then the glitch out for the
Kitchen. It's a kitchen. It seems like whenever we talk about something early in this box, that's when we start talking. Box, that's when we start talking. In this box, that's when we start talking.
I hear kitchen.
Yeah, I mean the only
the
only variation I get is maybe keychain, but that just doesn't make any sense. But kitchen
Not to
does.
the
Well,
question.
I
It
had
was
just
kind of spot on.
asked.
Yeah, you just asked.
asked
Had
about
you?
that.
Do you work? Yeah, or do you work in the smokehouse, which would be a kitchen? Or maybe he didn't work in the smokehouse. Maybe he worked in the kitchen. Maybe it was a separate part of the function of the village.
Well, the smokehouse was
the voice
also
is so-
the smokehouse was also the summer kitchen.
True. But also notice the voice is so much deeper
Yeah.
than the other one that we were listening. The voices keep changing, like it's different. Whatever that all means. Here, I'll play it again. Or maybe not.
About something early in this box, that's when we start talking. Box, that's when you start talking. Box, that's when you start talking.
I kind of hear the
It
keychain
sounds
now
like he has
too,
a
but
different
I
voice,
think it's
like a
yeah. It sounds like it's a different person,
Southern.
but I think it's kitchen.
Let me just throw
Yeah,
this
very
out. I don't
Southern.
necessarily hear this, but I'm wondering if anybody can make a connection to this. Is there any possibility it's something Leach, the last name?
Other than this box, that's when you start talking. This box, that's when you start talking. This box, that's when you start talking.
I think it's
I still
keychain.
hear keychain.
I mean, not keychain, kitchen.
I hear
Kitchen. I think it's kitchen.
It's like a Southern, and he sounds like he has
Yeah.
a little bit of a Southern voice.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes along with the question that was asked.
Iowa Joe suggesting maybe it's keep it. Keep it.
Unfortunately, Erica, we can't slow it down because it's not video.
Yeah, with the software that we use, the way we put it into the system, if there's not a video attached to it, it can't be slowed down in the software. So we're going to have to do that after the fact. But Pam still thinks it's preacher.
All right, let's play it again.
Kitchen. It's that's when you start talking. Box, that's when you start talking. Box, that's when you start talking.
Still the kitchen.
I mean, yeah, but I'm really hearing keychain, but that doesn't make no sense to the question that was asked. so maybe, I mean, I don't know. Again, you know, it's all how everybody interprets it and what it goes to. So, I mean, anyway, all right, there's that one. On to the next. We ready to go to the next?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so this is, remember when you asked what is your name and the piano played, and I was like, it's a piano. What's weird as I was listening to the recording and I could see the waveforms in Audacity, or not Audacity, Audition. We had the big piano spike sound, which I think is a radio station of some sort bleeding through for that split second. But it sounds like there's something right before it gets overridden by the piano sound. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
We're here, we're willing to talk, and we're willing to... Here, we're willing to talk, and we're willing to listen. Who are you?
Do you hear it right before the
I
piano
do.
note?
I do. It's kind of faint. It's there. It's very short.
Edward?
I'm with Mandy. That's what I'm hearing.
You're hearing Edward?
I'm hearing Edward.
Let's play it again.
Okay, let's play it again. Ah, come on.
Who are you?
It's very faint.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I can definitely hear, after you said Edward, I can definitely hear Edward now. You know, again, I wasn't sure, but now I've got this cookie cutter I can put on top of it, and I'm hearing Edward.
Yeah. But it was just iterated right before. And there's some other ones that as I was listening, but it was so, it's like there was something, it's like whatever's going on in the spirit world, they're trying to ride the wave of sound, I guess, the energy wave that the sound's putting out. And it was, you could just start to hear something, and then it would get blasted by whatever's coming through, whatever it's riding on. It wasn't strong enough to overpower it or, you know, coming underneath it. So, but so every time that the frickin' spirit box was spiking out, maybe there was something there trying to punch through, and it just couldn't, or was just overpowered because it was grabbing also the signal in the air. Although we were so out in the middle of nowhere, you would think there would be no frickin' radio station out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we ready to go to the next?
Let's just see what chat says. We do have a couple Edwards. We've got a Pete, I didn't hear the Pete, Pam, but maybe. And that's pretty much it for guests or for interpretations.
Oh, podcast 13th podcast heard it, which is sweet.
Heard Edward? Is that what you're saying?
All right. So,
they heard Edward?
no, he just said, I can hear it.
Gotcha.
You know, with the exclamation marks, like, I can hear it. I can hear it.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Okay, here's another random one. I can't remember where I can't really remember what this. I can't decipher my fucking note, so I'm just gonna play it and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So you say God.
The silence.
Okay. So you say God. Okay. So you say God. Something about. Okay. So you say God. Something about.
Can you hear it?
Populate?
It's very faint. I can't make it out.
It's like populate.
All right,
populate.
let me try it again.
Populate.
Here we go.
So you say God. Something. So you say God. Something about create. So you say God.
So you hear me talk, and then there's the
Calculating,
loud spike. Yeah, and then this. It's right after the loud the scratch, the audio scratch.
So you say God. So you say God. Something about.
I can
I was
definitely
hearing
hear late. Right.
Yeah, I was hearing procreate,
Procreate as opposed to populate.
which I think would populate.
Yeah, it's the same concept. What were you hearing, Mandy?
But I was
Mandy?
hearing.
Calculate at first, but I can definitely hear late.
Yeah.
You know, right at the end.
Is it God you're late?
this-
Is it God you're late?
Oh, let's try that.
So you say God.
Oh shit,
So
maybe.
you say God. So you say God.
It's like I start to talk and the God comes in before the static spike.
Right.
So it's like God spike here and then late.
Or don't be late.
Let's try. Oh, let's try it again.
So you say God. So you say God. So you say God. Something. So you say God.
I'm starting to hear
Don't
the
be
calculate
late.
too.
Or
I'm starting to be lean toward the don't be late versus the other things that we've come up with. That's where I'm leaning.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
did
don't be
we
late.
ask
Yeah,
a question or
Mark says
something?
don't be late. So does Pam. Uh,
Okay. So you say God. Something about create. Okay. So you say God. Okay. So you say God.
I hear the don't be late. I think I would go with don't be late. I mean, don't be late and populate. It's pretty goddamn close.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all kind of the same
So-
syllable, rhythmic syllables, but yeah, and that's
a
the
lot
problem.
of intelligent spirits.
Yeah, and that's the problem when we start saying these things, then we start hearing what people just told us they heard. You know what I mean? It kind of starts to bias what we're hearing, so it's hard not to. Mary Grace is saying, "I'll be late."
Oh, let's listen to that.
Something about create.
Come on.
So you say God. So you say God. So you say God. Something.
It could be. It could be that.
It's just so close.
I don't remember,
you know?
Erica, what we were asking. I should have clipped a longer clip.
Yeah,
We were asking something intelligent, though.
Oh, of course, it was probably brilliant. That was probably brilliant. Whatever we were asking.
This was in the downstairs portion of the other building. The buildings are attached, but it would be there's like a brick wall that separates it, so it would be a different business. But it was a business area which is now dressed up as a bedroom.
But it's where I saw, close to where I saw the shadow figure, right?
Oh, right where you saw the shadow.
Yeah,
figure.
it's,
Right
it's
there,
all in that
room.
same, which we started this with that clip. So it catch a fly. All right, yeah, you got him. You got him.
Oh my God, I'm so fucking tired.
You're
All
always
right,
tired,
moving on.
always.
I know it's my story of my
You and
life.
Chastity.
Oh man.
You know what, Mandy? The
Yeah.
next investigation that Chastity's along with us, we got to put the two of them in chairs in a room and just put cameras on them, see how long, which one falls asleep first.
Oh, shut your pie hole.
I used to do when I
Shut
owned
your
radio
pie hole.
stations. One of the contests I came up with, it was a Father's Day contest with a local furniture store, and I called it "You Snooze, You Lose." And what we did is we took 10 dads and we put them in lazy boy recliners in the middle of their showroom. And basically, it was the last one remaining awake wins the chair that they're in. So, the day went on. They were fine during the day, but then nighttime comes along. We fed them turkey. We did all the things that make people sleep. We played quiet music, and sure enough, one by one, they'd doze off, and they'd get out of the chair until we had one that ended up winning. He won the chair and like a $500 gift certificate for the furniture store. So that's what that reminds me of. We could do that with Mandy, or not Mandy, with Chastity and Britt in a dark room. That'd be fun.
Listen to you. I don't mind sleeping. I'll sleep anywhere.
Oh, nearly. Jesus.
All right, on to the next, you bastards.
Yeah.
This was, Mandy, you ask a question and the spirit responds.
Is that what you said? Light something up or say yes.
And then, of course, it blanks out.
Yes. Is that what you said? Light something up or say yes. Yes. Is that what you said? Light something up or say yes.
That's not the same one that responded to the question about me seeing them in the door?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's the same one.
Yeah, that's it.
Right
Okay.
before it said I'm
So-
the shadow.
Yeah, so I see something. I see a figure in the doorway. Mandy asks, was that you? Light something, whatever, and then we hear the yes.
Answer and tell us or light something up, and it went yes, and then it lit off a REM pod.
That's right. The REM pod went off right after that.
Yeah, so it was like double whammy, and then that's when Mandy was going, look, it's confirming, and then it says, which, I mean, I guess that was, I have other stuff. I shouldn't have played that one first, but I did. Oh, well. But I'm saving the shadow one for last, because that's a crescendo.
Okay.
Or something like that. All right, here's another one.
Talk to us when we're distracted. The AM band.
Silence.
Talk to us when we're distracted. The AM band. Talk to us when we're distracted. The AM band. God. Talk to us when we're distracted. The AM band. God.
There they go about God.
Talk to us when we're distracted.
You-
The AM band. God.
There they go about God.
You're
All right,
gonna
what do you guys
you're gonna
think?
talk to God?
That's what I heard, JV. You're gonna talk to God.
All right, I'll play it again, and we'll see what chat
Talk to us
says.
when we're distracted. The AM band.
Or you're
God.
gonna,
There they go about God.
Oh, come on.
The AM band.
or
The
you're
AM
gonna
band.
touch God.
God. The AM band. God.
There they go about God.
I'm hearing we got to talk to God. Like we have to talk to God, or past tense, they already talked to God. I don't know which. Play it again.
Distracted. The AM band.
We need to talk to God.
There they
The AM band. The AM band. The AM band. The AM band. God.
So Slactastical says you need to trust God. And I didn't think I thought no, that's not right. But then after I read that from Slactastical and listened to it, I hear that now. So that's a possibility. Doug says you got to talk to God, which is, something that we heard. Erica,
Yeah,
our good
and
friend,
I don't know what-
intuitive
Go ahead.
medium Erica Mark says we're going to pet the dog.
Oh, let's listen to that.
That's a very different message.
Distracted. The AM band. The AM band. Distracted. The AM band. Distracted. The AM band. Is it the AM band?
Oh,
I mean, I could
I'm
hear
hearing
that,
something
but
totally different now.
What do you hear?
I'm hearing.
What are you
You're
hearing?
going to test God. You're going to test
Oh, boy.
God.
You're going to
Is it
test
the AM
God?
band? Is it the AM band?
You need to test God?
Something by.
I don't know.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I feel like I test God every day.
It's
They
almost
have
like they're
passed
trying to
on.
tell
Pam
us
is saying they
what
have
we're
passed
doing.
on.
Yeah, well, Stephanie, I was just about to read that.
You know?
Stephanie in YouTube says, I hear they've passed on. So that's interesting that
listen to
Pam,
that.
Is it the AM band? AM band? Is it the AM band?
I'm still hearing the first
You're
two
gonna
words. I
test
need.
God.
I need.
I'm hearing you're going to test God.
The AM band? Is it the AM band? Is it the AM band?
Oh, you know
God.
what?
Test
That
God.
could be you test God with a southern accent. I mean, I wonder what their accent was like back then in that village.
They had a lot of different people that stopped there. That was like the in between. Different people
Yeah.
came there and moved from all over.
All right, listen to it with the idea of an accent.
Is it the AM band? AM band? AM band? Is it the AM band? The AM band? The AM band?
Okay, so hold on a sec.
You're
So
gonna
I just need to
test
address this. Big Hair, you're absolutely right. Under different circumstances, we could slow it down and speed it up. We can't the way we've got it set up right now. We're going to have to do that after the fact. But you're absolutely right. That would help us maybe decipher this a little bit. So I hear touch or test. I hear you're going to touch or you're going to test God. You're going to test or you're going to touch God.
All right.
I think
All
I
right.
think test goes with it really good because of what we're doing. You know, we're out there, we're investigating, and maybe that's what they're talking about. You're going to test God.
Let me ask you this, Mandy. When we hear these voices come through and the messages that they're giving through the ink box or a regular spirit box or whatever it happens to be, how can we determine whether or not that message is coming through to us or maybe to another spirit? Like, for example, if that shadow figure that I saw in that doorway, that voice could have been addressing that shadow figure versus us, and we hear it through the box. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that makes sense too, but I think that was an intelligent spirit that you reacted to. You've seen it, and it confirmed it through the box. It said, I'm a shadow.
Yes.
You said, I seen a man. And he says, I'm a shadow.
Absolutely.
So,
but then we have this voice that says you're going to test God. Could that voice have been addressing that dark figure that was in that doorway? Say, don't mess with them because you're walking on God's territory here. Like that could have been a menacing energy, and this voice is saying,
that could have
keep
been.
it in the box because you're going to test God. You know, I'm just
It could have been.
doing what ifs here.
Maybe she's telling him, maybe she's more or less trying to tell him, you know, he shouldn't have said that. You know, he's giving us confirmation. Maybe she is speaking to him, you know.
Yeah, so like
it's hard to say, JV. We get so much through this box. That box is amazing. I cannot explain how intelligent that box is.
yeah, I'm just trying to determine whether or not, because often we automatically assume that whatever voice we're hearing through that box or any other device is coming through to us to talk to us. But maybe we're picking up a conversation between two spirits versus
them two.
You know, those two, like whatever that dark figure was versus whatever that voice was saying, hey, don't do that to these people because you're transgressing God's law or something. You know, I'm just kind of surmising.
Yeah. I try to base it on if I'm asking questions, what's going on around me and what it's saying. Sometimes it does sound like they're having a conversation between two people or two spirits, sorry. But yeah, that's how I try to look at it when I'm hearing, you know, when I'm listening to the voices come through that box. Is it responding to my questions, my reactions, or is it talking to another spirit?
Okay.
All right, on to the next.
Well, I guess so. I'm still undecided whether or not I'm hearing you're going to touch God or you're going to test God. But I'm here. That's where I'm landing. One of those two.
I've got to plug my phone in, JV. It's
Oh,
draining.
oh boy.
all this streaming is like draining my phone. So I'm just going to relocate, and I will not be able to have these.
Yeah.
Because I have to hook my phone up. So
Okay.
do you want me to just
Go do what you have to do.
gonna...
Just do what you need to do. We'll cover you until you get back. All right. So you're going to test God. You're going to touch God. Is kind of where I'm ending up on that one. But either way, one of the things that's really striking about this particular session that we had in that room, and it kind of connects to some of the other stuff we've done, but there was a lot of what we're interpreting as God references. And
yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
but they're pretty clear.
They are, and I want to take comfort in that, and I think I do take comfort in that. There's a bit of a question mark hovering over my thoughts on this as to whether or not that should concern me, because if someone is referencing God in these conversations, maybe there's something there that's the antithesis of God, the opposite of God, that we're messing with, and someone's trying to warn us. I don't know. I don't think that's what it is, but a little bit of me thinks, okay, we got to be careful here because maybe these are warnings we're getting. I just don't know what to think.
Maybe. Well, Mary Grace just said you're going to tempt God.
Oh, interesting.
Tempt God to smite us?
Interesting. You're going to tempt God.
Let's play it again.
Okay.
Now it's doing
God. The AM band.
Ooh.
Why does that sound? It sounds like there's a woman in the room saying that with us, doesn't it? It's that clear.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the fact we're having a little trouble discerning exactly what the words are, but
and for the doubters or for the naysayers or for the critics or whatever you want to call it, why the hell would that come over a radio station? Why would someone in a radio station say that? So What is it? It's not a radio station, and it's definitely saying something. But I don't know. Pam doesn't hear any of that, but I don't know, Pam. Maybe we should. I mean, if we send you the files, you might be able to. When you have the file and you got head cans on, and you want cans, you don't want earbuds, you want the big cans. It does sound a little bit different because you have the full range of audio. So maybe we should,
Gary, we do know Amy Bruni really well. Gary is suggesting we ask them to listen to the EVPs. Ask them to listen to the EVPs from the Wade House, because they were in Gettysburg this last weekend for one of their events, and they had full-on conversations coming through EVP recordings. So, maybe we'll have to reach out and see if they'll share that stuff with us, because that would be interesting. But either way, so Mary Grace doesn't hear, or what was that you were just saying here?
Pam doesn't hear.
Oh, Pam doesn't hear. Okay. Yeah.
Well, Mary Grace said in the old Southern days, they would say, don't tempt God. And my grandma used to say that, don't tempt God.
Yep.
So,
okay. I think this may have been a conversation. Pam says, I think this may have been a conversation from the past. And Erica says it sounded like Judy Garland's voice style, so it could be a person from the South from that time frame. Good point.
Maybe.
Good point. All good points.
Oh, now I got to listen to it.
Here they go back.
The AM band.
And just the tone.
And just you're gonna tempt God.
And just the tone of it sounds like a warning like that, doesn't it? It's like, don't do that. You're gonna tempt God. That's the way it's delivered, in addition to the words we're hearing. So that's really interesting.
Yeah. And also, if you guys are watching, can you smash the like button? Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Share the show. But definitely smash the like button. That helps us with the algorithm.
Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed or followed or any of that, please consider doing that as well. Become part of our family. All right, what do we have next?
All right, on to the next. We'll see what it says.
What didn't touch God?
Okay, so that's interesting.
We are around.
Hold on.
What didn't touch God?
Oh, I'm trying to.
God.
There we go.
So that's interesting. So at the time, Mandy heard "touch God." You're going to touch God, or
yeah.
So at the time, Mandy, that's what you heard.
Yes.
Sometimes that immediate
Sorry, there we go.
It's okay. Sometimes that immediate interpretation is like, when you're and I do this a lot, play trivia. Your gut reaction, the first thing you think of, the first thing you respond with is the right thing, and it's after if you overanalyze it, you start to pull too much extraneous information in, and you start to redefine what you heard. But so your initial reaction, Mandy, was just something about touching God.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Of course, I don't remember that, but yeah.
It's funny. I didn't remember a lot of the stuff that we said, and a lot of these. Man, that was the ink box came out hot, and it was like nonstop until we walked out of that room. But all right, here's the next one, which is right after the whatever tempt God, touch God, whatever God.
What didn't touch God? What didn't touch God?
What? We are around?
What didn't touch God? Didn't touch God. What didn't touch God?
You offering something.
Well, what I heard at the time, because I reacted that way, and now that's exactly what I hear again, is we are around.
Yeah, that's what I heard then. That's what I heard when I was cutting it without, when I was just by myself doing it, was we are around. That's where my brain went.
Mm-hmm. Would you hear something different, Mandy?
It sounded like I did, but what you guys are hearing makes more sense
What
than what I'm hearing.
What do you think you heard, or wasn't it defined?
You offering or something like that.
Good night, Erica.
Thanks, Erica. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for your help on this.
Crystal says we are in the room, and then Pam has got we are around. That's Facebook.
Yeah. Doug in YouTube says we are in the room. Okay.
Let's play it again.
What didn't touch God? Didn't touch God. What didn't touch God?
And yet it's a different voice
now
also.
I'm hearing we are. I hear we are something, but I can't make out the last part of it.
All right, let's go again.
What didn't touch God? Didn't touch God. Touch God. Touch God. Touch God.
It could be a round or a room. We are a room. We are a round. We are. I definitely got the we are. And what would make most sense is, we are around and we are in the room, or it's kind of the same thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Definitely.
DJ hears we are around. Okay. Yeah, if you put an accent on room, you could get to that realm, that kind of owl sound that I'm hearing for around. When you interject those accents, it changes everything a little bit. So got to keep that in mind.
All right, we good with that one? On to the next?
Sure. Oh, Slacktastical says, we are all ill.
Name?
Sorry.
Jesus. Now I got to go back and listen to it.
Slacktastical says, we are all
What
ill.
didn't touch God? God. Didn't touch God.
Yeah, the ending, I'm not hearing
still
all
hearing
ill.
around.
Yeah, I'm hearing a round. A, we are a whatever. Yeah. Okay.
We are in the room. The room.
That,
I know it doesn't really make sense.
Didn't touch God. Touch God.
I hear the we are a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like
I'm
we
hearing
are
that part
a.
pretty clear.
We are a.
Touch God.
Definitely.
What makes the most sense is around.
Hold on. You want a chill to run down your spine? Your spine?
Oh my God.
What did you find that morning? That morning, Britt, what did you discover that morning?
The clown on the ground?
We are a clown?
Oh, shut up. I'm still hearing around.
I just wanted to send a shiver down your spine.
Yeah, no, doesn't work. I mean, if it sounded like clown, what the fuck?
There's no
But,
there's no hard sound in the beginning. It's a softer sound. So we are a round seems to be the closest for me.
Oh, Annabella was we are a realm.
That's what I mean.
We are in realm.
But okay, so would that make sense? Would we are a realm make sense? Does that make sense?
She says first we are a realm, then she says we are in realm. In realm might make a little more sense than a realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear we are a. I mean,
Stephanie suggests we are a lamb, like the Lamb of God. We are a lamb.
I'm still hearing around or round. It's like a R sounding word. We are a. But it's coming from the spirit world through a 1980s boombox that's been manipulated.
Wow.
So I don't know. All right. On to the next.
Okay.
Can you give us your name?
Please. That was a female.
Give us your name?
Now, what's interesting about this is I say, can you give us your name? You hear the REM pod go off. Then you hear Mandy say, please. And then the spirit talks.
Please. That was a female.
I can't make out what she's saying. Definitely a female, though.
I have an idea from when I was alone listening to it over and over again. But JV, do you want me to play it again?
Yeah.
That was a female. That was
Can't make it out.
I'm hearing my name is Emily.
Okay.
That's what I was hearing. Now, Pam got female name is out. My name is Alice. Mary Grace got my name is Alice in Facebook. I got Emily. My process was
are on that list that she had. And I remember seeing a lot of those names that we're hearing through this box at the cemetery on the tombstones when I've been there previously.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hearing. So I'll try it again. See if you guys pick it up. Now, but what's interesting is I ask what is the name, then the REM pod goes off. Mandy says please, and then we get this whatever this is.
please.
She's definitely trying to give her name. I just can't make out what she's saying her name is. So it sounds like she's saying my name is, but I can't understand her.
I see you struggling, JV.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have heard this. I heard the same thing. That first word sounding like commitments, but it doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to process what could sound like commitments that would make a little bit more sense in relationship to the conversation that was taking place. And that's what I was puzzled. That's why the smoke was coming out of my ears.
Got it. All right, let's play it again. Or not.
Commitments I need. Commitments I need. Commitments I need. Commitments I need. Commitments I need.
Olive?
Commitment is
Sounds like I'm hearing olive at the end.
commitments only. Kathy Newman comes in with commitments only. Now let's listen to that.
Commitments I need. Commitments I need.
With like a only with an accent. Commitments only.
Commitments I need. Commitments I need.
Yeah, I can hear that. I can totally hear that. Commitments only with an accent.
Or commitments.
I think that fits the best.
Commitments on me, or Annabelle thinks she's saying Miss Aileen Arlene Arlene Miss Allen Arlene.
Let's listen to that.
Commitments I need. That was. Commitments I need. That was. Commitments I need. Commitments I need.
I don't know. I can't get the first part. I can't get the commitment.
I can't either. All I hear is
out of my
commitments
head.
now, and I'm trying to not think that way, and I'm having trouble.
Yeah. Which
I
makes
keep
me wonder,
hearing
is that what it
my
is? Because I can't. You hear what?
I keep hearing her say my name is, and it sounds like she's saying olive or something like that at the end.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I was trying to remember what was Timothy Leach's wife's name. There was Wilhelmina. That was one of them, right? Wilhelmina.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Junior's wife. Do we know what Timothy Leach Sr.'s wife's name was?
Oh, man. I don't know if it was Emily or...
If it was Emily,
No, I
we've got a
can't-
whole different conversation here with this, because a lot of people are hearing Emily in that answer.
No, I can't remember what her name was.
And where is Cindy's not in chat tonight. Normally she is, because she could clear that up for us. Okay. All right. Well.
All right. One more time. Maybe not.
Please. Commitments I need. That was. Commitments I need.
God, I still hear commitments only.
I know.
I can't get that out of my
That's
head.
the problem. That's the problem.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Gary is saying, which is an is something that I've been thinking of too, is what if what we're hearing as commitments is a name? Where was it? Where I got to find this again? Commitment, something I need them. A name. Whatever we're hearing as commitments could be a name, and then I need him.
That was a thing.
Margaret Stead Leach, DJ, that was one of the names?
Commitments I need. That. Commitments I need.
Commitments I need.
That's all I can hear now.
Commitments I need.
That's all I got. I can't get off of that.
Yeah. I'm stuck there too.
Can't get off of that. It's stuck. So, I mean, does that mean that's what it is if you can't get off of it? I mean, I can't even force myself to hear other things.
I know. I'm kind of in the same boat. But DJ clarified that Margaret Stead Leach was Timothy Sr.'s wife.
Got it. Okay. Oh, look, and Aurora and God dang, Aurora and Pam are coming in with commitments I need also. And
Come
Clara's
in,
hearing
Miss
commitments.
Eileen. Come in, Miss Eileen. Come in, Miss.
Isn't that a
That's
song?
Come On, Eileen. That's a little different, but yeah.
Oh, that's a lot different. All right. All right. On to the next.
I guess yeah. I mean, a lot of people hearing variations of the same thing here. I don't know that we're gonna. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to discern any more clearly than we have. So.
All right, this is the one where you asked a question. It said, I think it's the name, and then it went. You're like, you can't go silent. So.
You can't go. You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
So it's like when you were saying you can't go silent. It came in right as you were talking. So it's mixed in with your verbiage.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
You can't go silent.
And again, it's a completely different voice.
Yeah.
But I just kind of want to, not that I could. Go ahead, Mandy.
It just sounded like one of the words I'm hearing from him is something. The last word, it sounds like he's saying is silent.
Silent. Okay.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
DJ is hearing. We all died. We all died.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
That's a guy.
You can't go silent.
That's a guy.
Real.
How about we own that?
Maybe, or real God.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
That's a
You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
That first word is definitely two syllables. We owe, we all, we own, we something. You're stuck. Pam, here's you're stuck. Mary Grace, here's you're stuck. Is Pam and Mary Grace the same person? Annabella says he was not happy we were there.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
Ooh, we all stuck. We all stuck.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
I'm hearing we all stuck in an accent.
It's interesting how they all have that accent.
Makes sense for the area.
You can't go silent. You can't go silent. You can't go silent.
Feel stuck.
all I
We're
can
all
hear is-
stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, whoever said it, we all stuck. Somebody said it. That's all I can hear now.
Maybe it's you all suck. You all suck.
Well, maybe. Oh, we have a video.
Britt and Mandy were holding the ink box whilst Tyler, our cameraman, was capturing some equipment inserts. Quite unexpectedly, the ink box uttered a word. What do you reckon it might have said?
What do you think that said?
Here?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get over the word reckon that's used in the voiceover there. I'm still stuck on that.
I love that word.
I
love that
What the
word.
hell? Did you think it was? Oh my God, reckon. Oh my God.
I use that word all the time.
You do?
I do too.
I do. I legitimately use that word.
Oh my God.
I reckon that's over there.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Fuck, I love that word.
That's something I say a lot.
Have said. have said.
Now the echo is on there, so that's why it's echoing out. Oh, Mary Grace likes the word whilst.
Whilst. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, thanks. That was another
That's
one, Mary
another
Grace.
great word.
Whilst and reckon. Oh, my God.
I love it. I love it. But I think it says Britt. That's what I think that one says.
Play it again so we can hear it.
Have said. Have said.
Yeah, I can hear Britt. Whilst
Is that how my name's?
Yeah,
whilst you listen.
Whilst I sit here, I reckon I hear Britt.
Good. See, you can use the word.
Yeah, I don't ever want to use them again.
Is that how? Oh, we're going to use them a lot. I'm going to get a T-shirt that says "Whilst Reckoning."
Don't forget, you should
Mandy,
get,
is that?
fitting. You ever hear people say, "I'm fitting to go over there and do that"?
I hear fixin'.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard fixin' a lot, but not fitting.
Oh. No, I'm fitting. I'm fitting to get up in your grill.
Oh, my God,
Yes,
people. You guys are
that's a
killing me.
good
You are literally killing me.
Or JD, for crying out loud.
Oh, my God. You guys,
Crying out loud. Bless his heart.
you guys are destroying me on camera. All right.
Oh, that's our job. Anyway, there we go. There's that one. Let's see. Do I got? I have it. I had another one here. Where'd it go? Where did it go? I had another one. You can't go silent. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Now this is the shadow one.
You're who JV seen. You're who JV seen. You understand it. You seen. You understand it. You understand it. You understand it. You understand it.
I'm a shadow?
Now, wait a second. Is this the video or is this the audio recorder?
It's the audio recorder that was right next to the spirit box.
Okay.
Ink box.
It seemed clearer to me on the video than it does on the audio recorder.
Yeah, I don't know. This was on the audio recorder that was right next to it.
Yeah. That was
I mean, the shotgun mic's a much more dynamic microphone, I think.
That was a chilling moment because what we heard in the room and what I still think I hear is in response to I don't remember what the question was, but what are you? Who are you? Whatever. And it said, I'm the shadow, or I'm a shadow, which is what I had just seen.
Yeah. Yeah. That within 30 seconds, it was hi, the REM pod goes off. We freak out. And then it says, I'm the shadow.
Right.
That was how that sequence worked out. So, sorry, go ahead.
I was just trying to remember if JV said, "I just seen a man," or did he say, "I just seen a shadow"?
No, I said man.
I seen a man.
I didn't say shadow.
So the man was correcting you. You said you seen a man, and he goes, "I'm a shadow."
Yeah.
But remember, this segment was after. So there was when you first saw the man standing at just beyond the door threshold. This is the second part when you were like, am I seeing a shadow? Like you were seeing something for a second time. And then that's when Mandy was like, let us know you're here. And then it went, hi, equipment, I am the shadow.
Right. Still gives me goosebumps.
That's crazy. It's crazy when we get confirmation from something that is like completely uncontrollable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we all heard it at the same time.
You understand it.
Oh.
You understand it. You understand it.
I mean, that's fucking clear as day. Clear as day.
And chilling, and still a little bit uncomfortable about it. That was quite a moment. That was quite a moment.
Yeah, and that's all I have.
Okay. I've got a couple things that we can do here quickly. Wow, it's crazy. A couple of hours have gone by. That's nuts. All right, so let's see here. What do we have? Hang on a second. Replays. All right, I'm going to play this. I'm going back to the Brownella Cottage investigation that we did in September. When was that, Mandy? Was that September?
September.
Yeah. Okay. This was right before the URA Shrine. We did the Brownella Cottage. And I was listening through and I heard this, and I think I've figured out, I think I've got an explanation, but I want to see what you guys think. So this was the point in which we were all in the religious room. It was shortly after, Mandy, you and Chastity did the water, the misting experiment session. And this happened. Britt walks in and this happens.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
Did you hear that? Listen again.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
I thought I heard a woman.
Did you hear Eugene? Let me play it again.
Yeah, it sounds like a woman.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
Yeah, that's a woman.
Let me play this version of it, which has a couple of it replays it a couple times.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
So y'all hear it, right?
Is she saying you did or Eugene?
I thought I heard Eugene. That's what I think I hear. I'll play it again and let people interpret for themselves, but that's what I'm hearing.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
So I think I hear Eugene.
Weird.
Now, does anybody have what they might consider to be an explanation for that before we say that we caught an EVP? Because no,
we were having a conversation about the picture.
Right. So after I clipped this out and listened to it a few more times, I started to think that the voice we're hearing sounds an awful lot like Chastity's app. Now, Chastity usually repeats what she hears on the app when she hears it without any hesitation. She's usually right on that. And she doesn't say anything this time, which is why I didn't pick up that it was coming from the app right away. But Mandy, you're far more familiar with that app and what it sounds like in real time. So listen to it again with that in mind and let me know if you think this is coming from her app.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
Ooh, yeah.
So.
It's been crazy.
That's her app.
Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't.
It's hard for me to say. It could be her app. It could be that app.
I'm telling you right.
I just don't know.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty confident it's that app. Play it again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play the one without the repeats.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
Yeah, it's the app.
It's not. Yeah, that's the app.
I'm gonna play it.
It's got to be the app.
I'm gonna play it again.
It's been crazy. Did you see the picture? Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't. We've been dealing. So.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think
I think it is.
that's kind of where because when I first heard it, I'm like, holy cow, where did that voice come from? Because it's not distant. It's not a distant voice. It's right on a microphone. And the microphones that we're listening to in that sequence are lav mics. So it had to be close to one of the lav mics. And, you can see where it is in comparison to, like, you can see where Chastity's phone is. It's right there. And the end of it where the speakers are on the phone are pointing toward her head or her face, her body there, and that's where the lav mic would be. So I have to assume
maybe
that's what we were hearing.
Maybe obviously right now probably not possible, but find another spot where that app is talking and see if it's similar.
Yeah, that'll be easy to do because it says a lot of stuff during the course of the of the investigations.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another really, really exciting moment from the Brownella Cottage investigation.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
This is me?
No, it's not
Doing
you.
something stupid?
No, it's not. It's not you. I just want to make sure. Okay, so we're going to play this cut. Okay, this is a little bit longer, but let's watch it.
Oh my God. Okay, I just want to see what you look like.
Was I right?
I don't know what the heck this is, but it almost looks like in the background right there.
Look, that is a person.
Up in the right-hand corner, there's like a...
I'm going to freeze it here for a second. You see up in the right-hand corner, it looks like a face, right? Everybody sees that? Yes?
Sure.
I just keep seeing Bishop Brown, and it looks like a robe, but I will lighten up the picture to get a better... Oh, my God, I think it is him.
I'm telling you, it is.
Do you see it? Like it's like trying to... Like he's just standing there.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, are you getting a good view?
Yeah.
You love your sound effects.
A little bit of sound effects there. Now, if we pause it here, though, so you can see this face. This is from an article about Bishop Brown. You can see the face that we're talking about here in the image here. And for a long time, we were really excited about this, Mandy. We were really excited about that for quite a long time. But the funny thing is, and just spoiler alert here, folks, we debunked it. But the funny thing is, Chastity debunked it long before any of us did, and this is her. Listen to this.
So I don't know. Chastity swears up and down she was seeing something.
It can't be that thing there on the edge of the couch.
Can't be that thing right there along the edge of the couch.
You know, and...
No.
Oh!
Now, her app says no, but...
It said no. Okay.
That thing didn't waste no time to debunk.
No, I don't know. That's a good one right there.
Let me see.
Oh. Is it showing?
What did I do? Just hit his cane? Is this his cane?
Can you see us?
Can you see us? Yeah, in the picture.
Back up, Linda. Back up.
There's a couple examples.
Back up, Linda.
There are a couple examples of what that app sounds like, which, again, going back to that other cut. So Chastity says, you sure it's not this thing at the end there? And if we look at this picture, you can see it there still on Mandy's phone, that little head-like thing, and you can see the armrest of the couch, which was the couch that Bishop Brown was embalmed on, by the way. And I think we've pretty well determined, Mandy, and you tell me if I'm wrong, that that's what we were seeing, and then it just happened to take the form, so it looked like a face, and we were actually just looking at the end of that armrest from that couch, right? That's what happened there?
Yeah, we actually went back and it matched up with that whatever that is at the end of the couch. It's pareidolia, prime example of the pareidolia.
Yeah, or we used to call it matrixing, but either way, it's making something that you recognize out of a more nebulous image, and that armrest was taking on what looked to be the spitting image of Bishop Brown, which was amazing.
It really looked like he was popping in the video. It was so weird, the video. It looked like he was like standing there, and it looked like him. I really thought it was him.
Yeah, and prior to all of that, before discovering that image, Chastity, while you were actually doing it with the spray, she goes, I see somebody standing there. I see somebody standing there. So, Britt, you were going to say something there.
I don't know how I feel about these youngsters using new words.
Which word?
It's a pareidolia. No, it's matrix. The appropriate word is matrixing.
Yeah,
we don't need to be reinventing the wheel.
That's
here.
what I said. It's pareidolia. It's pareidolia anyway. It's pronounced dialia. Pareidolia.
Pareidolia.
Yeah, but anyway,
yeah,
they have to come up. They have to come up with these fancy words. Fancy words like reckon and whilst. Stick with the good old
whilst.
my God.
Do I need to play the sexy voiceover guy again?
No, you do not. You do not. Oh, boy.
We're not going to be able to allow Mary Grace and him in the same room.
Yeah, Mary Grace likes that voice. Wow.
Read to me, buddy. Read to me.
So that's an example of when we first looked at that, when Mandy first saw that image in the video from the misting session, we were all very excited because it looked like the face of Bishop Brown. There was no question that it looked like the face of Bishop Brown. And then, Mandy, I'm not sure how you came up, because I wasn't involved in that, but how you ultimately debunked it. But you realized what was happening there was that couch. It was the end of that armrest, and it just took that form in the video, and it was just a misinterpretation.
We just turned on the lights, and I said, "Come on, Chastity, we gotta try to debunk this before we can really say if it's him." And nothing. It just wasn't lining up. I mean, I believe it was the armchair. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was. You
did it. Is what we did.
When you watch the video as you are actually scrolling through the video to find images, you see the armrest there, and then as you scroll, it takes the form of a face, but it's still the armrest. So when you go back and really take a discerning eye on it, you can tell that that's what it is. But that was a great pickup by you, because a lot of teams would have just run with that and said, "Hey, we got a face. Look at this face." And if you didn't have any context, you'd believe it was a face. But with the context, we know that it wasn't. And unfortunately, it wasn't, because that would have been a great pickup if it was. But the fact that we were able to debunk it and keep our evidence intellectually honest is a great thing too.
But you got Chastity the whole time we're recording. She's like, I see somebody. I
know.
So you're thinking, well, maybe, and I just kept telling her, I kept saying, no, you're seeing things. No. And she was just so dead set that she was seeing something.
Well, my favorite part is you saying, calm down, Chastity, calm down.
My favorite part was when she says, my favorite part was when she was saying, "Back up, Linda."
Is that what you said?
No,
I like that. Yeah.
The reason why I call her Linda sometimes is because my Aunt Linda, God rest her soul, she's an Italian woman, beautiful woman, and Chastity is like spitting image of her. So that's why I call her Linda.
Got it. Yeah, I
thought it was the reel that went around, that little kid going, "Now listen, Linda," when he was talking to his mom. The little kid telling him, "Listen, Linda."
All I know.
Now you hold up.
All I know is that when we saw that originally, we were all like,
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
So it was like
look at that!
this?
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
yeah, that's the way we first reacted to it. But then we were able to all calm down. You guys took a real hard scientific look at what we had seen there and realized that, unfortunately, we did not catch the face of a ghost. Instead, we caught the end of an armrest on a couch. But that's the way this stuff works. So good catch on your part, Mandy, to debunk that. And as disappointing as it was that we didn't have his face, it was still a great investigation, and we got a lot of other stuff. So anyway, that's all I had for tonight. That's all I've got. We've got so much stuff to still go through. I mean, lots and lots of stuff.
I wanted to ask you guys, what about the door?
Which one?
What door?
Did you have the video camera on the door?
Which door? Which place? Which door?
Downstairs in the room where we were getting all that activity.
What?
Where the shadow man was sitting.
What location are we talking about? Cooper Hill?
The stairs that led up to where Britt was sleeping.
You're talking about Cooper Hill, right? Though, just so I know.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Cooper Hill.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We do have that. Well, we don't have it, but we had a camera on it. It has not been reviewed yet, so that is still outstanding. We still just have to look for that.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yes. Fuck. We should be looking at that like tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about looking for that specifically, so I'll have to go to that camera, that footage, and scan it and see if we can find it, because that was a good moment. We got to see what the heck was happening there. So, all right. Well, I have nothing else. I do want to say a couple things. Oh, Mandy, don't go anywhere once we end the stream, because I've got to talk to you about some stuff. Britt, stay on, because we got to talk about a few things. But anyway, we've got a couple of great investigations coming up. November 30th, December 1st, with a break on December 2nd, then December 3rd and 4th. Both of the locations that we're going to be at are in the greater Indianapolis area, near Indianapolis, Indiana. We're looking forward to these because they sound like great places. Big Hair, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your recognition of how much goes into this. We appreciate it. If you are so inclined and you'd like to help us, because these trips are expensive, there's a lot going on to make these live investigations happen, you can do so by subscribing to us on our Facebook channel, actually hitting the subscription button. It's a paid subscription that helps our efforts. Plus, you can do what Big Hair just did and do a super chat or something like that in one of our chat rooms. And we appreciate everybody who's already done that. Anything else, Britt, that we need to touch on before we end this?
Just smash that like button. Just smash that like button. Share the show. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, but we are also growing a TikTok channel. So if you are on the TikTok platform, give us a follow over there. That'd be amazing. We're almost at 900 already. We only started this thing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So TikTok's growing quite nicely, although they still don't let us stream over there, the bastards. Anyway, there you go.
And thank you, Crystal. We love all you guys too. Thank you so much. And Mary Grace, thank you for all your hard work. You do a lot of the analyzing and checking and keeping us honest on some things. So thank you for doing that too. We appreciate it. Mandy, what have you got coming up you want to let people know about before we end the stream?
Yes, we have 2 investigations this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we will be investigating
woman.
Attaboy's restaurant.
Do you ever stay at home at night?
Shh, don't say anything, Britt. It gives me an opportunity to play video games with Chris.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, Saturday night we have an investigation, and Sunday night we are investigating another restaurant, Lee's Famous Chicken. It's a restaurant in Marion, Ohio. So 2.
All right, so Mandy, how do you investigate all of these restaurants and not get tempted, like, to go into the dessert cupboard and grab a couple slices of cake or something? It's got to be a temptation that you have to deal with.
Well, I don't know. I try not to want to eat throughout the night.
I'm just kidding.
It is tempting because you're gonna smell all the good.
Yeah, definitely. All right, listen, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Offer me some chicken.
Thanks for being here, everybody. We had some great stuff to share with you. We're excited to share that. There's a lot more where that came from. Again, we still haven't really gone through with a fine-tooth comb all of the URA Shrine stuff. And then we've got on top of that Cooper Hill. Yeah. There's so much stuff, and we get backed up here, and we're trying to catch up. But we'll get there. It's a lot of good stuff to go through, and hopefully we'll have a lot more to show you. I'm sure we will. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And, again, next live investigations coming up November 30th, December 1st, and then December 3rd and 4th. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.